It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. Capital One Arena in our nation's capital. Tonight, the Washington Wizards playing host to the LA Clippers. Beal. Here comes the screen. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Now ready to shoot at the line. John Wall at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 78% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. Kawhi Leonard against the 5-time All-Star. Lets it fly from beyond the arc to Wall. Turns and slams it down.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard to Beverly. Has a chance. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
George, his first effort off the mark.
I got ball. That's me.
Beal can't go down. Smothering defense. Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard to Paul George. Paul George missed his first. That one goes. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
And John Wall still able to get it to go down with the defense closing in.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
George matched up with Mahinmi. To Leonard. For 3.
To number 6. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Kawhi Leonard is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Knocks down the second free throw. No good. Made the first 2, missed the last.
Washington, number 15.
Bradley Beal. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
It was gorgeous. I love the way he shows you the ball, then cradles it and lays the ball in as smooth as butter.
Leonard. Off the mark. To Beal. From long range. No, Bradley Beal. Not much more the defense could have done. Hits a contested 3.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Paul George to Leonard. Fires the 3. And Kawhi Leonard buries the 3 with a hand in his face.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
There it is, John Wall. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start. What do you see in John Wall's game, Jay, that sets him apart?
That he could probably finish with his left hand better than he could finish with his right. I remember watching him in high school. He was jumping off his right foot and dunking the ball lefty as if it was that easy. He can do it with both hands, which makes him way more efficient around the rim.
From the lane won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
To George, going to launch beyond the arc. And Paul George good on the quick release there.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Curling inside. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Goes 2 for 2. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at 3 here, shooting 66% in this contest. First one goes down. It's the second. One more coming. 3 for 3. Nice. Wall, tough matchup against George. Works it up top. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
The assist from number 2, John Wall.
Kawhi Leonard sizing up Bryant. To Williams. Here's Leonard for 2. Kawhi Leonard. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Nothing going here on that drive. Montrezl Harrell swats it. First quarter's complete. The Clippers have the lead. Second quarter about to start. Jay, this has felt like a game of horse. It was shot for shot in the opening period.
Well, the offense is hitting on all cylinders. Great ball movement, great shooting, great passing. But my goodness, has the defense been horrific. Can we do something about that, please, in the second quarter?
The pass taken away by the Clippers.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Never dare Patrick Beverly. It's a wide open 3.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Deep right corner. Wall. That's off the side of the rim. Short. To Leonard. A big finish at the rim. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. To Wall. Beyond the arc for 3. And John Wall knocks down the wide open look.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Straight on look. Beverly. Hat-trick Beverly. 3 for 3 in this first half.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
It's no good. Shots not going down. To Beverly. George Oh, that's how it's done.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Strong finish for Paul George.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Leonard goes to the left side. Ah, the monster stuff. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Beal. Here's a chance from long range, and Bradley Beal strokes it for three.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Layup goes down. Well done.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Beal? No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Gets to the basket and scores.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
John Wall goes to work. Leonard. Tough shot. Well defended. Fires the three. Not going down here. To Leonard. Ah, rocking the rim. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Wall. Off the iron. No good. To Beverly. And finishes strong.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Beal. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Oh, he was wide open. And it's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Beverly. Hat-trick Beverly. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
That misses with a second to go. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Nice Nice finish at the rim.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Wall buries the trifecta.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
George throws it down.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Wizards at the controls.
Watch cutter, watch cutter, watch cutter.
Wall. Beverly into the front court. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Lets it fly from long range, and it's good.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Paul George. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Wall into the front court. Down a bundle. Baseline drive. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Beverly into the front court. He'll run the offense. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Into the front court. It's Wall. His guys down big. And he'll go to the foul line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Nope, first one does not go. Oh, he missed on a pair. That pass stolen by the Wizards.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
And count the basket inside.
The assist from number 28, Jan Mahimi.
George. Message received. Well defended. To Beal. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he buries it.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Wall.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Paul George. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
And Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open. Takes advantage.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
For three, they dared him, and he burns them.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. New blood coming in for both sides.
Los Angeles, number 22, Maurice Harkless. Entering the game.
Wall with it up top. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively,
And a putback slam.
if you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungrier.
It's Washington with the basketball. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. The Clippers now
Throws it up. Wall.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball.
The pass taken away by the Clippers. Nice pass to set things up. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Wall. And Green able to pull down the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. That ends the third quarter. It's been all Clippers so far. The Wizards in control of the basketball as we start the fourth, and they have really not shown up tonight. This has been a very disappointing performance.
I mean, they've been outplayed in every facet of the game. Shooting, rebounding, even taking care of the ball. Even the managers of the opposing team are running out there faster to clean up the floor than their managers are.
Count it.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Wall matched up with Paul George. From long range, can't connect. Williams into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Slams it down.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
They get it to George, down low, and stuffs it home. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative, because right now, the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
George, shot off the mark. Good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Beal against Paul George.
Big pick right there.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw up and good. It's a 3-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Beal fires the three, and he's going to the free throw line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Second and three, got it. Now a steal by Washington.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Beal, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Beverly into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Going to launch beyond the arc. Wizards grab the rebound. To Beal. Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. And scores. Strong take.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Down low for Leonard. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
To Beal. The Wizards with 4 to shoot. Beal. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Leonard. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Oh, they call him for the foul.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Beal. Cruises inside for 2.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
Swings it to Leonard. 4-3. Kawhi Leonard in his own world. Nobody near him. He sinks it for 3.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Beal. That ball's out of bounds off one of the Wizards. George to Leonard. And look out. Big finish at the rim. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Leonard. Rebound owned by Washington. George buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Smith. That won't go.
Double.
It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. Gone to EASports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.